The exploitation of human beings through trafficking is one of the gravest violations of human dignity that exist. Its victims deserve protection, assistance, justice, and remedy for the harm that has been done to them. To combat this crime, all of us need to work together in a global anti-trafficking agenda that is grounded in the norms and values of human rights and places adequate emphasis on addressing the vulnerabilities of different individuals to falling into the hands of traffickers.
Trafficked women, men and children are victims of crime, whether they are exploited in their own countries or across borders. We must give them hope and justice, and the criminals behind trafficking must be punished and their victims given effective remedies.
Trafficked persons are workers. 21 million of the most vulnerable workers have been tricked and trapped into forced labour, and we cannot stop until we get every single one of them out of forced labour and into decent work.
About 3/4 of trafficked persons are women and girls, and almost all people trafficked for sexual exploitation are female. Women's disproportionate vulnerability to trafficking is rooted in inequalities between women and men in our economies and in our societies. Together, we must firmly protect women's human rights and set the balance straight for the future by empowering women and girls.
Refugees can become victims of trafficking, and many who have been trafficked may need asylum and protection. UNHCR is committed to the protection of refugees and to prevent their becoming victims of trafficking. Cross-national and cross-stakeholder collaboration is crucial to address this terrible crime.
Trafficked persons are migrants. The exploitation they endure robs them and their children of a safe future. Migrants must be able to find safe, decent work, free of degradation and fear. Their journey should be voluntary, and their work should benefit their families, not their captors. Remember, we are all migrants in the end.
Police around the world work together to dismantle the networks behind trafficking in human beings. But this is not enough. The traffickers need to be brought to justice to prevent anyone else falling victim. Trafficked persons have a voice which can help, but they need support and protection to ensure their voice can be heard.
Trafficked persons do not enjoy the benefits of social and economic development because they're exploited by ever-changing criminal networks operating across regions, taking advantage of the absence of rule of law and using routes in and across the weakest countries in each region. United, we can stop the criminal organizations and the displacement of crime.
Trafficking in persons is a heinous crime. Its victims can be traumatized for life, yet remedies addressing their individual needs remain scarce and inadequate to this very day. We must join forces to change these. Each one of us can do their part today, working together.
Together.